What is up, everybody? Welcome back to Underground Stars. We are actually not in Season 2 anymore. This is a bonus episode to bridge into Season 3. I'm pretty sure that's how I'm going to do it. But anyways, I'm here today with...
Jawsh Crespo.
What's up, man? How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. I was up until 3 a.m. last night playing Call of Duty.
Were you playing
with
Drake?
I was playing with Drake and Easy and Haba.
Bro, I saw his tweet about that. I was like, you're crazy, because I'm sure he had work today.
It was crazy. It was fun. It was so much fun.
I've never played it. I don't play enough video games. I should play more.
Yeah, I kind of redid my setup, so I've been playing a lot more.
Mm-hmm.
And honestly, it's been screwing me up because I usually go to sleep at like midnight
Uh-huh.
to then wake up around like 10 and work out.
Nice.
But me and Drake been playing until like 1, 2, and then I just don't want to wake up to work out anymore.
Oh, hell, no way. Yeah. I would not want to either, playing games.
But it's fun. It's a nice break.
The only time I've been up until 3 in the morning recently was when I got my tattoo a few weeks ago, and I was like exhausted the next day.
Yeah. It's a nice like fresh of breath air for sure.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, it's fun. Like, I love playing games, bro. I don't have enough. I have Skate 3 and Grand Theft Auto, and that's about it. It's like my friend's Xbox that he's left here for like almost a year and a half.
Pretty sure that's your Xbox now then.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to pay him for it at some point, honestly, because it's just we've bought games for it. Like my sister's gonna get Cyberpunk for it, and it's just like you gotta pay the guy. Like,
yeah,
it's just sitting here. It's only right. But yeah.
Well, I got actually a good amount of things written down that we could talk about. So
I talk a lot. So
yeah, hey, that's perfect. That's what. That's the whole point of these, to hear people talk.
Yeah.
So let's just get into it. How'd you kind of start getting into music and producing and all that?
Well, producing, it was like 2011 when like Odd Future was starting to become a thing. And I was like, man, I want to make beats too. And then, long story short, that was on Fruity Loops, a pirated version of Fruity Loops when I was 21. Was trying to record my friend out of my closet with like a little blue microphone, and my laptop was having an issue. I hit the screen a little bit too hard and it broke, and that was like the end of that back in 2011. And then fast forward to mid 2018, towards the end of 2018, came into some money from my previous marriage, so my divorce, and I was like, you know what? I was never allowed to have like a MacBook or like, Ableton or anything, so I'm just gonna finally buy what I want to buy, and I bought everything. I did it, legit, because I had the funds, and so I started producing back in probably producing on my own setup, like maybe September, August of 2018. All that stuff's on SoundCloud if you wanted to go scroll down there and listen to it, and you could hear what it used to sound like. Mainly just guitar, drums, and some bass guitar, and started playing guitar back when I was 13 is when I started doing it for myself. Took lessons at 8 from my grandpa, 8 or 9, and then picked it up at 13 again, and did the whole band thing, like very similar to Drake, and wanted to tour the world and live that life, and things go the way they go. And at 21 that all fell away, and now I'm 30 and finally making some decent money with music. So
hey, it's better late than never.
I'll take it, bro. Like,
yeah,
hell yeah, that's all I've wanted.
I mean, as long as I feel like just making money off something that you love like that, no matter what kind of stage you're at, is the best feeling ever.
Yeah, no, it's very exciting, and then the responsibility aspect is a whole different thing. It's like, so I got to mix 3 songs on Monday, and then I got my friend's song on Tuesday, and a guitar lesson on Wednesday, and scheduling it out and actually doing the work, that's a different story. But it's awesome that it's coming in. I love it.
That I spent all of last month filling out my calendar, planning out like every day what I'm doing on Mondays, what I'm doing on Tuesdays.
Yep.
It's a lot.
It's like Andre Marriott. He does the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
Are you
It's
in
crazy.
school or?
Yeah, I
College, right?
finished my first semester,
Yeah.
but so like I go back in about a week,
Okay.
and then I have to worry about school. Luckily, I don't have to worry about recording for like another month.
Okay. You have
Because I'm gonna expand like the bonus episodes that month, so I have like a whole month that I'm free of recording.
nice.
But it's just a lot of scheduling, keep making sure I stay
Yep.
hour to hour so I don't screw it up, and then just end up not doing anything.
Right. Yeah, that's how it goes. You learn as you go.
Yeah. And so you started playing guitar at 13.
Yeah.
What was your kind of like your favorite? Because I know a lot of people like different guitars. So what's your favorite guitar?
My favorite guitar. I started on like a cheesy like Fender guitar. It wasn't even a Fender, it just looked like one. But then once I kind of got like once I showed my parents I was serious about it, they bought me basically this guitar right here. It's not the same one, but it was a Epiphone Les Paul. That's really heavy compared to the Fender. The Fenders are nice, man. My grandpa has it's like a 25 30-year-old Strat, but like the neck and the action is just so nice. That's why when I upgraded, I got the Ibanez, the Gem, because it's still similar style to that Fender. These are cool. They're just, it's a different tone, it's a different style, it's a different thing. But yeah, it's I like the Fenders a lot. I like the way they play. John Frusciante from the Red Hot Chili Peppers, he's played Fenders for a long time, and similar tone. You get a bright tone from it, and
Yeah.
you get those nice solos, and so that's my preference generally.
Yeah, I have my roommate. He plays guitars, and the first semester, because he's majoring in commercial guitar,
Oh wow,
so he had to get like bring 6 guitars to school,
jeez.
and while we were there, he bought like 2 more. So his whole side of the room is just filled with guitars.
That's crazy. What do you go to school for, or what school do you go to?
Belmont, in Nashville.
Okay. Oh, is it a
Yeah.
school?
So yeah, it's mostly. I mean, it's a normal school, but it's got like a really it's well known for music programs and stuff like that.
Okay, gotcha. That's sick.
Yeah. So I'm majoring in music business. He's doing commercial music.
Music business. There you go.
Yep. So this whole first semester has been just a bunch of business stuff going on.
Well, I mean, you're obviously implementing what you're learning because you're starting your brand, right, with the podcast and everything. So
it's been really nice.
Doing it right.
It's sick because like my teachers are like Grammy nominated, Grammy winning, like producers, artists. My music business teacher left class early because he had to go work with Chris Stapleton.
Oh darn!
Like it's that kind of.
That's awesome.
It's just crazy.
Yeah, that's super cool. Wow. Yeah, those are the people to learn from for sure.
And so, speaking of like putting stuff into like business, you are like really good at marketing and like growing your brand. How did you kind of get to that level? Like, where did you learn all that from?
I've done sales for years. When I was, I don't know, 19, 20, I dropped out of college, and it was like my first introduction to like affiliate network marketing with this company called Prepaid Legal. They're called Legal Shield now. But basically, I was working in and out at the time, and I got a bunch of my friends to do the business with me. So I basically, got them to buy the membership, and didn't know that the company was yearly upfront commissions, meaning like you get paid fat up front for your friends to stay in the company for a year and pay their memberships for a year. And so they all dropped out after a month, I had like, I don't know, $1,500 that I made with the company, and I quit my job at In and Out, and I wasn't going to school, and I was like, oh my God, what do I do? Like I had to figure it out. But so I started doing sales early on, right? Learning how to sell, learning how to, make a connection with people. I mean, I knew how to make connections with people, but like in more of a business aspect. And
Yeah.
so like fast forward to what, like 22, 23, got involved with a company called Vima with my friend, with Trevor, the co-host of our podcast, and did that for like a year and a half. Had so many customers buying the nutritional supplements, because this was right after like I had gone through like chemo and stuff for the cancer that I had. So nutritional supplements made sense to me. And so I just had a lot of customers, a lot of family members that were buying product every month. So my product was free. Just got to a point where it was pretty automated. And then, like, long story short, my business fell apart overnight because the guys that were above me on the team took my whole team to a different company. And so I just couldn't sustain it. But I just learned the basics like that. I'd sold cars after that at Honda and Subaru for like 4 months or something. And, you learn how to market, how to brand, how to upsell, how to, talk, I guess. And so for me, when it came to beat selling and loop kit selling and stuff, it was just like, first of all, be yourself. But then, just you just throw everything else that you've learned over time. It's selling is selling is selling. It doesn't matter what it is. If you can sell somebody a $30,000 car that they may or may not have been interested in when they came on the lot, then you can sell a guy a $30 loop kit, if he's interested in the sounds of what you have to offer. So there's no difference in that respect.
Yeah. It's all, you're just trying to push I forgot the word.
A product.
Yeah, product. There we go. Thank you.
Well, but I mean, that's the end result. But like, if you notice, I don't know when you started following me or when I started following you. I can't keep up with because I follow a lot of people like back. But I started this back in March, middle of March, when quarantine hit. Like, I still am an Uber driver, and I was doing Uber back then. I didn't want to when the pandemic hit. I just didn't, I didn't feel safe about it. And so I was like, well, shoot, I got to start doing something, right? And I had packs of guitar loops that I'd started putting together. And what I did first and foremost was I gave them away. Probably gave them away to Drake and Andre and Haruhe and all those guys, because Haruhe threw me into a group chat once I was right around 1,000 followers, thanks to my friend Lil Knockstar. I don't know if you know who he is, but basically paid him like $15 to get me to 1,000 followers from like 300 or 400. But it took him months to do it because he was getting me real followers like Drake and Andre and all these guys. And one day Haruhe's all, hey, do you mind if I throw you into a group chat? And I was like, sure, go for it. Threw out my guitar pack, started giving it away for free to like everybody. And then, over time, like after a few weeks, I was like, yo, if you want guitar loops, I do custom loops, I sell packs. And that's kind of how it started. But I never started with selling stuff. I always started with giving stuff away. The same way you're doing a podcast and you're giving away content with people that, producers, other producers in the community want to see. So it's the same thing. Just a different medium.
And do you think like that's kind of like the way that everybody should kind of approach it? To you give something first and then try and see where that leads to?
Always. I mean, everybody wants to get paid, but who wants to give their work away? Nobody wants, everybody, if somebody hits you up to collab, the natural instinct is like, yeah, I'll do it for money, usually. It's like, oh, if you're hitting me up, then yeah, you got to pay me. But that's, bro, like, leave the $25 on the table if they were going to pay you that to begin with, and just send them some loops that you're giving out for free anyways. Like, it doesn't hurt, So if you go back, I don't know, 7-8 months on my SoundCloud, it's just hella collabs that I just uploaded with lots of different random producers from Twitter that used my loops and made beats. Like, that's just the way it was. And then it snowballs from there. But the effort that I've put in over time is just like you said, there's just a lot of content to go through. Lots of stuff.
I know. I do a little bit of research beforehand just to kind of write down certain things we can hit. And one of the main things I go through is like the person's Twitter. to see if like there's anything that like either they're working on a new album or they're working on a new kit or something. So I was scrolling through yours. I'm like, okay, I don't know, I don't know what I'm gonna get from this, but there's a lot of stuff on here.
It's a lot of engagement tweets, bro.
Mm-hmm.
A lot.
They work though. They do.
Yeah, I've started to get some interesting responses from people about stuff and how I conduct myself or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just like, bro, like, where's this hate coming from? Like, I don't,
Mm-hmm.
I understand that I'm out there a lot, which is fine. And if
Mm-hmm.
you don't want to see it, that's fine. But, like, to hate on it is just like, I don't hate on nobody. Like,
Yeah.
I don't start nothing. Like, I know me and Drake have our stuff and we're messing around, but like,
Mm-hmm.
the haters is just like, it's like, wow, I have haters.
That's how you know you made it.
I mean, honestly, bro, like but it's so easy for me to just want to jump in there from the.
Mm-hmm.
The craziest thing for me is that there are people that have blocked me that
Mm-hmm.
say stuff about my tweets that I could never see because I'm blocked by these people, right? That they're talking about me. So I'll look from the podcast Twitter account and I'll see what they're saying, and I'm like, as much as I want to say something and jump in there and just start and add fuel to the fire, I'm just like, no,
Mm-hmm.
let it go, man. Like, it's not worth it. I'll just waste my time, on drama on the timeline, which I don't want to do.
Mm-hmm.
I'm 30. I'm not 21 anymore, where it's just like, no, you
Mm-hmm.
can't say this about me. And it's like, man, I care, of course, but I don't
Mm-hmm.
put the energy towards it.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a lot of stuff.
Yeah. So you've heard about all this stuff going on with Spotify, right?
Yeah. With the DistroKid.
Yeah. Because I know you have music on Spotify. Has like anything of your stuff been taken down yet?
I don't think so. But I distribute through Repost Network.
Ah, okay.
I don't distribute through DistroKid. I never have. Because Repost allows me to post as much as I want on SoundCloud, and they
Mm-hmm. push
push anything to platforms. Yeah, all my stuff's still here. Yeah, but I heard about that. It's crazy. Like, just taking people's. They took Young Goose's album down. I saw.
Yeah, Young Goss's. I mean, it's crazy how many people's stuff been taken down and with like no explanation.
Yeah, I was gonna say why.
Or barely an explanation.
Yeah, because who was it? It was freaking friends with him on Snapchat. Somebody who name. Yeah, somebody who produced on his album was like, bro, that's 60,000 streams that are gone now.
Mm-hmm.
Just like
That's crazy.
overnight.
Yeah.
That's nuts, dude. I would be pissed. Like, because his album
And
that's pretty good.
it was really good. But like the thing is, I'm pretty sure from what I kind of read about it and seen about it is that they took it down because of certain like pay for play playlists and stuff like that.
Which you're not supposed to do.
Yeah, which you're not supposed to do, but a lot of them didn't even know that they were on it. They would just put on like a random playlist like that.
And they were
so
playlists.
Yeah, so they were exactly.
Okay.
So it's like they were on the playlist that they shouldn't be on, but they had no control over being on the playlist.
They weren't like, here's $50, get me on the playlist.
Mm-hmm.
That's sketch. Yeah, I mean, as long as that's the honest truth, then that sucks that their stuff gets taken down, right? It's trash. Yeah, because I mean, I'd be mad because honestly, man, the only thing that I use it for is just a marketing tool. So when people go to my Spotify page, they're like, oh, he's got some streams and he's got some this or that or the other. And obviously to listen to the music, but that's all I use it for. So if I had 60,000 streams on an album that was no longer there and people were looking up on Spotify to see if I was a reputable artist or whatever you want to call it, I wouldn't be happy today. Like, that's
It's a lot.
It's a lot. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that would suck. I don't know.
Especially because people, like the people who do put money into marketing and stuff like that, having just all that go down the drain in one night.
Yeah, and it's interesting because I have a feature with an artist, and I know that there is money that goes into per song marketing. I don't know where the money goes. I don't know how it works because it gets kind of iffy like with when people are doing that. But if you have the right connections, you can definitely blow a song up to 50,000 streams in a couple months.
Mm-hmm.
It's just money. So yeah,
Yeah.
hopefully it's not money down the drain in an instance like that.
Exactly. Hopefully they get it figured out.
It sucks, dude. The only issue I've had is Repost Network putting it under the wrong Spotify account because I didn't
Mm-hmm.
capitalize my name, and they put it under a random Jawsh Crespo, and I was like, yo,
Mm-hmm.
to like be fixed. It was
It's not me.
yeah, and they're all, oh, it's because you didn't capitalize every letter that's on your Spotify profile, and I was like, oh my gosh, okay, fine. But yeah, that's I haven't had issues, thank God. I have DistroKid just for splits and stuff, but I don't upload through them.
Yeah.
You have music up on there?
I dropped an album in June of last year.
Don't you rap and stuff?
I do not know, just produce.
Oh, okay. Okay, never mind.
So I dropped a like a producer album in June, and I did it through DistroKid. So every day I keep checking, seeing if it's still up there.
When did this start? Like a few days ago?
Yeah, like I think it was 2 days ago.
Huh. Okay. Yeah, so you're just making sure.
Mm-hmm.
That sucks, man.
It's crazy.
Drama. Yeah, I've seen like Sunny and stuff talking about it.
Mm-hmm.
They're just going off on DistroKid.
Yeah, it's nuts. Cause I mean, they didn't really give any response to it. They're like, oh, the one thing that I saw that they said that just made me laugh was they responded to it, and then the guy was like, yeah, I'm gonna write a blog post about like how to not have this happen.
Like that's what Spotify said?
That's what DistroKid said.
Oh yeah, that's DistroKid. Wow. How to not
And
allow
I'm like,
this to happen? Wow.
exactly. I'm like, how's that gonna help anything?
What about all the streams, bro? Like of all these artists that are just like, nah, it's gone.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not happening to anybody big.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna take Denzel Curry's freaking album down.
Exactly. If they did, then
These guys are farming streams.
mm-hmm.
Nuts. That's
It is.
a topic, but yeah. That sucks, dude. I'd be pissed.
Yep.
Yeah, not me.
So moving on from that, I told Drake that we're gonna talk shit about him over Xbox.
That.
So,
Oh, okay, got you. You were telling him
so
that we were. Yes. I hate that guy.
honestly, the worst.
The worst. You only were playing with him so you could get dirt on him, I'm sure.
Exactly.
Bro. Yeah, no, that's honestly, I can't even tell you how my relationship started with Drake. Like, I have some collabs with him from my first pack that I put out that I must have given him personally somehow for some reason. And so we have that, and then we just kind of started from there. I was just like, I think I said something along the lines of like, I like how I could just give you crap and you don't take it personally. And that's just kind of how we started talking.
Mm-hmm.
And then, yeah, we did obviously Drake and Josh. I sent him my guitar, my old guitar. He wasn't expecting that because we talked about it, but I never said I was actually gonna for sure do it. Like, and so I sent it for Christmas, and then he was up until 3 a.m. playing, Call of Duty with you instead of getting the loop kit up again. But that's fine, fine. Not your fault.
We were joking with him about that.
Bro, he keeps telling me because it was supposed to be Christmas, and then he's like, well, I guess what he did say is for sure Monday, because it doesn't work tomorrow. So yeah. I guess I could give him that slack. But yeah, we're sitting on it, dude. I still haven't heard his freaking loops. I don't know what his loops sound like except for the preview ones that he sent me to make the video. But it'll get out there.
Yeah, y'all got that one done pretty fast.
That one was quicker. Kind of. Well, because he was sitting on 10 that he wants to give out at 4,000 followers or something. And I was like, no, bro, let's just use those for the pack. We'll get you to 4,000 faster. And he's like, okay. And yeah, so we didn't actually collaborate on these loops. But I mean, we're calling it a pack, and we're not gonna get nitpicky with like, oh no, that's my loop, so I get royalties on that. It's all ours. So yeah, it's the people I've sent it out to, like Vanish, he made something really quick with the 10 from my end. I'll send you my 10 too. I just keep forwarding the email that I sent you. of my loops to different people because there's certain guys that obviously you want to give it out to, but yeah, it's different. It's different because I got a MIDI. So, well, I had a MIDI, but I got a MIDI that I've been using more. So I've been doing that over my guitar stuff. So it's a different sound for sure. For me, it's not just guitar.
Yeah.
Different sounds. But yeah, good old Drake. Everybody's favorite. Dude, I honestly don't know how he doesn't get banned on Twitter because I have other friends that get banned for saying less than what they'll throw out there.
Yeah.
But then again, he is pretty left, so like they probably let that stuff slide. Like he's more on because Twitter is a very like liberal platform.
Yeah.
So he's agreeing with a lot of like what they're saying, so they're probably taking him down.
Twitter likes him. Twitter likes how he agrees with them.
Yeah, because if he was just like, no, Trump is the best and F everybody else, then they might start taking tweets. Because they do that heavy. That's why I stay away from all that stuff. Like because it could get real bad real quick.
Yeah.
But Drake aligns with their agenda, so it's all good.
Yeah.
They love Drake.
Drake's an undercover Twitter cop right there.
He is. I mean, have you seen that video of him rolling around in the snow?
So funny.
Just for the views, man. Just for the views.
Did you see the flip he did at like the end?
Twice. He did like 2 in that.
Crazy.
When he said he hurt his ankle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was impressed.
That he went that far for it.
I don't think I could even like do a flip like that at all.
I don't think he thought he was gonna get the likes either. I don't know why.
Yeah, like he got 100 in probably like what, an hour?
Yeah, it was really fast. It's like, come on, stuff like that, bro. Like people are not gonna hesitate to interact with you. Like
it worked.
Yeah. Somebody in the comments was like, bro, how is your ankle? And he's like, it hurts so bad. Like I FaceTimed him on New Year's Eve real quick, but that's the last time that I FaceTimed with him. It's just like wild. But it works. And he's like, yesterday we were texting, and he's like, my interaction is like through the roof. My engagement is like crazy right now. I was like, yeah, what are your numbers? He's like, I don't know, I haven't even checked yet, but I want to see. I was like, yeah, of course, because I'll roll around in the snow in my underwear. Like, come on. Everybody wants to see that. Maybe not.
Imagine if he does it like once a week. His engagement just all the way up.
Just peaks. Yeah. It's nuts.
Crazy.
It's so hard to keep up with all that stuff now. So, God. Mine was I hit 5 million impressions.
I saw that. That's crazy. Congrats.
Yeah, but like, it's not sustainable, bro. Like, it's cool. Like, don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
Business, I guess, technically, you get more business, the more engagement, kind of. But it gets to the point where it's just like, bro, I can't like. I'd love to keep these numbers up consistently every month, but the time that like you're on your phone or you're responding to people is just like it gets a bit much. The income doesn't show the effort that you're putting in. You're putting way more than you're bringing in.
Yeah.
It's cool though. I mean, you're in front of people's eyes that don't even follow you, that are relatively.
Exactly. Yeah.
And then I guess
you never know who will like see your tweet and then click on your profile.
Which is great. I mean, that's always the end game goal result, right? Is to get somebody who's huge to be like, yo, you're fire, let's work. But yeah, it's almost 10,000 tweets this month. Like I'm good.
That's crazy.
Fingers are tired.
That's like what? How many a day?
133 a day.
Jeez.
And I don't respond back to everybody. I can't.
Yeah.
I guess my job is to be on my phone as an Uber Eats driver, but not like responding to everybody. I like when I can. If it's one of you guys that I'm cool with, I'll say back. And then besides that, it's just like I'll follow people back that are producers and stuff. And that's the one thing that it's just started to do. And that's why he's growing a little bit faster. But I told him to do that months ago. I was like, bro, you follow them back. Oh, I'm just stubborn and I don't want to. There's your answer, bro. Like, what do you want me to do? It's all good though. Different strokes.
Because I think last month was my best month Twitter wise, like tweeting and engagement and everything. and I did like I want to say, if I remember, like 400 tweets that month,
For
and like
nice. Okay.
and like the first like 2 days, it was 150.
From your account
Like
or from
from my account, yeah.
you did 150 what thousand
Uh,
impressions?
I did a 150 tweets. I tweeted 150 times in those 2 days,
Got you. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
and I was like, okay, I can do this. This is easy. After like the first week, I was like, I cannot do this.
No, and honestly, bro, like, and this kind of gets into like where my focus is going to be for 2021, which is more like high ticket, high value clients to
Mm-hmm.
make my business more sustainable. Because essentially, you feel like you're like running around, like a chicken with your head cut off.
Mm-hmm.
Like in your case, school full time and trying to do Twitter full time, like hard, like what I did,
Mm-hmm.
and me working full time and stuff, and then coming home and spending time with my wife, and I got a guitar lesson at this time, and I got
Mm-hmm.
lesson, I got to mix clients with stuff, and like you got to schedule it out and be responsible with it, but like it gets to be a lot, and it gets to be a bit anxiety causing when you're trying
Mm-hmm.
to just keep up with it and just push it and go hard with it all the time. So it's cool. Don't get me wrong. I love it. Like I love the interaction. I love talking to people, but it gets a little bit hard to handle.
Yeah.
I mean, this is all I've wanted, sure, but the reality of waking up to 130 notifications, just like
Mm-hmm.
my sister tells me, because she follows me on there, right? And she'll interact here and there, and she's like, when I get 9 notifications, like the little badge app, like I think that's a lot for me. I think that's the most I've ever seen. And I was like, yeah, mine's at like 70 right now because I haven't touched my phone, in like
Mm-hmm.
30 minutes because we're at Target or something. And she's like, oh my
Yeah.
God. Like, yeah, it is what it is. Like, comes with the
Have
territory.
have you do you schedule your tweets at all or no?
It's all just as I think about them. So if you notice, like, I'll bust out like 3 or 4 at once,
Mm-hmm.
right around the same time period. And then
Yeah.
I won't tweet for like maybe an hour or so, like a new original tweet. I don't schedule though. Adam K?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he asked me that recently. He's like, you have to schedule your tweets. And I was like, bro, no. Because like I
That's what
can't
I was
I
thinking.
can't sit here right now and be like, okay, I need to be inspired so I can put stuff out throughout the day. It's literally
Mm-hmm.
just like, oh, okay, cool. That's a cool thought. Let's throw it out there and see what people say.
Yeah.
But what I think is cool is when, like, I think it was Adam too. He was all, you can't get on Twitter without seeing a tweet from Jawsh Crespo or something, and it got like
Mm-hmm.
he likes. And I'm like, that's cool, but I'm just like, bro, like, people care that much where they're just like, it's kind of like they're memeing me, which I don't have a
Mm-hmm.
problem with, because when they started memeing Drake, like, that was a good thing.
Yeah.
Blows up everything, the brand. So
Yeah.
I'm not tripping on it. I think it's cool. People are talking. I think it's really cool when people tweet or tag me in people's tweets when they're looking for guitar loops. Like someone
Mm-hmm.
else will tag me in that person's tweet.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's super awesome, man. Like, that's a potential sale or at least another collaboration, and the thinking
Yeah.
first. Like, and that's really the end goal, is that you want to be thought of first for these types of things.
Yeah.
I want to be the first person to pop in people's head for that stuff. So that's why I'm so visible.
Mm-hmm.
For better or for worse for some people, but that's kind of my
Yeah.
behind it. You know how it is, man. People forget.
Exactly.
I love stories. I love Instagram stories. I love fleets. Keeps you in front of their eyes.
Mm-hmm.
You stop for a week and that's it. You're done. Like,
Yeah.
they forget so fast. The attention span is so short.
Exactly. It's like if you're not there, if you don't kind of put yourself out there at least once a day, they're not gonna pay attention anymore.
They're not gonna remember.
And
And
then,
I'm amazed that people like engage so much with my engagement tweets. I think it's people are just like, dang it, man, why am I responding to your engagement tweet right now? And then they respond to it. And that's what
yeah.
I'm just like, I don't know, like, if people like thought about it from a networking perspective, those are all people they could be talking to and building relationships with, instead of just dropping their 2 cents and leaving. Like, that's how I would use it. Like, yo, you want some free loops? Like, start talking to producers and start talking to artists and use that as a medium to like start. Like, that's how I go about it. I tweeted about it yesterday, I think.
for sure. It's like I just kind of started getting a little bit more traction than usual, and I've had like random producers hit me up, be like, "Hey, let's work, let's collab, let me send you loops,"
Yeah, that's fun.
and yeah, it's a great feeling. I'm like, because before, like I knew a lot of people, but it wasn't to the point where like my they thought of me like more as a producer than just like a person. So now I'm having a lot of people tag me, like if someone's like, "Who's got loops?" I've had like 3 or 4 people tag me in there because I've dropped like 2 loop kits now. So I've expanded my brand enough to where it's like I can cover a lot more different things now.
Hmm. And the fact that you
It's
have a
the greatest
podcast,
feeling.
like I'm sure you get the DMs, like, "Oh
Mhm.
my God, I would love to be on your podcast. That's so cool."
Mhm.
And I'm just like, I'm not making like any money from this. Like, I'm not,
Yeah.
like I'm not. It's just, it's cool, but I don't know the perception of having a podcast,
Mhm.
a microphone in front of your face.
All right. So we got one more thing before we end this out, and it is about the sound booth. So tell me a little about it.
So yeah, so sound booth. I was I don't know, maybe a couple months into quarantine. Trevor Lombax approaches me, and he's all, I thought he was gonna like hit me up for like a business again, like a
Mhm.
marketing business, and he's all, so I want to start a podcast, and I was like, all right, I can get behind that. Um, just put out our 20th episode. Kind of do what you do, Thank you. Yeah, it's a lot of work. Got
It
another
is.
one coming out this week. We took 2 weeks off, but anyways, yeah, we just stockpile them up. We just will do like 4 or 5 sometimes, 2 Saturdays
Mhm.
a month. Get the next couple months going, and we're just you know started with like what we did throw Tobin at first, and my friend Charles Goose, who's got like a few million streams on Spotify, and still haven't done Drake just because he works weekends, but we did Andre
Mhm.
and Mariette, just all the guys that like really are like making a big impact out there. A lot of
Mhm.
like guys, Haruhe, we got him on, which was cool because I felt like he was very like elusive. Um,
Mhm.
so like just I'm sure with you too the same thing, like just talking to him.
Yeah.
Okay, cool, like just another guy, person, busy, but yeah, I mean, Trevor wanted a voice for like producers and artists that were up and coming. I think we all kind of had that same thought around the
Mhm.
same time. Want to get these guys on a podcast and just,
Yeah.
I mean, it's done well. They're just kind of starting to look into the financial aspect of it, getting
Mhm.
like intro going, and so we have something going with Link Pillow for that, for an intro, like a cool cartoon intro that he's gonna work on for us. And of course you want to do, Anchor and branding and Spotify
Mhm.
and get, sponsors and stuff. But that's just kind of like the whole next step, I think, for this year with it. But
Yeah.
yeah, it's literally just a week by week thing. We just keep putting them out, keep editing them, and seeing how it goes. And people are liking them, they're responding. Marketing for it's a bit tough sometimes with me like
Mhm.
being so hard on my brand and stuff, but the views are still coming in pretty consistently. I'm surprised. I'm happy with it. Uh,
Mhm.
but yeah, for anybody who's like, oh, I want to do a podcast, like you of all people know, it's a lot. It's
Yeah.
it's not just sitting here talking to somebody and putting it on YouTube. There's
Mhm.
the editing process behind it, and once you get that streamlined, you're good to go. But
Mhm.
there's a lot more that goes into these podcasts than just
Yeah.
talk to people, and you know they want to talk
It's
to you. It's a different story.
yeah.
Yeah, I
It's
love it.
what I'm trying to, cuz I switched up cuz season 1
Mm-hmm.
the kind of layout was I was here, the guest was here, and then there's like a border, and then I switched it up for this season, season 2, to where I was here, like the schedule was like down here and the guest was up here. And I like that layout, but I feel like I want to change it up again for season 3 just to keep it fresh and new every single time. And it's just so hard because I have to figure that out, and then like you said, recording them, editing them.
Yours are long too. Yours are long. What's your
Mhm.
like? Are you getting like a pretty high watch time on YouTube?
For the most part, yeah.
Really?
I don't know the exact number, but
It's
it's
YouTube Studio app on your phone.
I have it. Yeah, I have it. I just haven't looked at
Yeah, you
it
can check it out.
recently.
Yeah. Yeah.
But no, I mean I'm surprised for the most part. Like season 1 kind of got kind of low average time just because it was like this first one, but this one has been really well.
Good, man.
Mm-hmm.
Capturing people's attention for that long. And that's the only reason I even care to be on like Spotify and SoundCloud and stuff with just audio is because like I know for me, if you're driving around, it's that much easier to
Mm-hmm.
watch it.
Yeah.
But I just always wanted to do the video format because that's
Yeah.
the podcast that I cared about, like the video ones, like No
Mm-hmm.
Jumper and Joe Rogan and
Yeah.
stuff. Where you could see them. That's kind of what I cared more about. So that's why.
Mm-hmm. It makes it more personal.
Yeah, for sure. And your growth has been pretty steady. From what I've noticed.
Mm-hmm.
Like I've checked out your YouTube a few times since we've been talking about this, and you're getting like consistent numbers.
I am, yeah. Thank you. And especially with this website that I just launched, it's been a nice jump too, because I have I'm doing like artist profiles and like new releases and stuff,
Okay.
and so like I have a little section at the bottom where you can like pitch either yourself or like a song or album that's about to be released.
Okay.
To then have like a spot to be written about it. So I have to go through that. There's like 20 in there right now. So
Sick. People care.
it's been really nice having that extra platform that kind of boosts up the actual podcast part of it.
Yeah. Oh, that's smart. That's good branding. I mean, what's your like end goal? Like, would you rather like kind of be like the full-time podcaster who's making a living off this, or I mean, do you want to do it all?
It depends. I would like to do it all, but I wouldn't be upset either way it goes.
I mean,
So if music takes off,
this.
yeah. So if like music takes off, I wouldn't be upset at that. If this takes off, I wouldn't be upset at that because it's still in the same realm, and I'm still would be connecting with the same people. I would just be doing something different.
And you're starting what? You're 2019.
I'm 19.
Yeah.
Just turned 19 like 2 months ago.
11 years ahead of me, and you're doing this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Like, come on, like that's a no-brainer. That's great. I mean, keep it going, bro. Like I'm telling you, like there's no reason why it can't be sustainable for the future for you.
Yeah.
Keep flipping those packs, man.
Yes, sir.
Selling those beats. That's how it goes. That's where it comes. Do you mix and master people's stuff, or?
No, not yet. Just because I haven't really gotten to the point where I'd be comfortable enough, like charging for that, because the quality isn't to where I think it should be. So that's kind of something I've been working on lately. But once I get that down, I for sure want to kind of open that up.
I'd recommend start doing it for like inexpensive, especially for people's vocals, so they're not expecting a lot. And that's how you'll learn. Either inexpensive or free. I mean, that's your call. But I would just say like some mix or something, and just learn from there, because that's how I learned in the beginning of quarantine. Trash. And getting some really rough vocal takes and just being, this is all I can do with it. And referencing from my friends that have gone to school and stuff. I'm like, yo, what do I do with all this room reverb in the like what? And he's all, there's nothing you can do about it. It's just, it is what it is. Unless they got a take for you, that what you gave them is what you can do. That's about as much as he said he would do. So you just learn like that. You just get in the trenches, as they would say, and that's it. And then you just start building your portfolio. So then when people are like, yo, let me hear your work, when you tweet about like mixing and mastering and stuff, and then you give them a reference and like, okay, that's clean, let's go. That's the proof that's in the pudding. But you don't get there until you start. And you can also start with like acapellas and stuff over remixes of yours if you
that's true. Yeah,
not a bad way to start. But it's just, the more you do, more work is the more spreading yourself more thin. So
yeah,
you can only,
you just got to make sure. Yeah, you got to make sure you have the time to actually put in the work for that.
Full-time school is definitely, if you're doing something music business related, then obviously it's not what you're doing. Keep this stuff too. But it looks like it's going well. I mean, you're consistent, putting it out, getting packs out. So man, that's good.
Yeah. So, let's see. I'm trying to figure out because this is gonna be the first bonus episode after season 2. I'm trying to figure out because usually we end it with 3 questions, and I'm trying to see if I should do the same questions as season 2 or change it up.
Change it up if you want. If you're thinking change it up, then try to change it up.
All right, I got it. So, first question is, I don't think I'm gonna change it up. I can't make it up on the spot right now. So, we'll do the season 2 ones for right now. If any 2 artists could drop a collab album right now, who would it be?
Like if I could see anybody, like what would I want to see? I don't know, man. I really like Metro Boomin as a producer. He's definitely the one who kind of got me into like wanting to produce more like hard, heavy trap beats. So him, I don't know, man. I think it would be cool to see him and like it'd be different for sure, but like what him and like J. Cole would do together would be kind of that's different. Like I don't know, like I think that could be cool. Because I mean, J. Cole did KOD, which was very trappy.
Exactly.
Like because Metro just got some crazy melodies that are super cool and dark. So I think that could.
I think because did you listen to Savage Mode 2?
Yeah.
Like I think the trap sampled beats that he has on there would go great with J. Cole for sure.
I think that I don't know. That's just the first thing that came to my mind is like I think that could be cool because J. Cole's been doing way more like trap stuff than straight hip hop stuff. So that's one for sure.
That's an interesting one.
Yeah.
Second one is out of any songs ever released, which is one you wish you could have produced?
Oh man. I don't know. Probably like you know what? I really liked like the production on Faint by Linkin Park. They're like one of my favorite. I mean, In the End is cool too, but like Faint was like the one like dang, this is crazy. So I guess if I could have been like Mike Shinoda and Mr. Han, that'd be crazy.
Legendary.
Yeah.
And the third one is any advice for up and coming producers trying to get their brand out and everything like that.
Don't expect anybody to do anything for you. Don't be expecting money up front for things. There's no reason why you're gonna start getting paid to do something that you just started doing, when there's a million other different people doing it. And that kind of goes into like, if there's a million other different people doing exactly what we're doing, the only thing that's going to separate you from those other people is kind of like exactly what we're doing here. It was being ourselves, branching out, branding, like, excuse me, like those videos that I do sometimes where I talk to the camera, like, excuse me, that kind of stuff. Just be yourself, be honest, be real, show people face, because at the end of the day, everybody else is doing exactly what you're doing. Probably over some of the same samples and 808s and drum tracks that you're doing it too. So the only thing that differentiates you is your personality and you as a person. So just be yourself, like honestly, be your real genuine self, and you'll start seeing way more results than if you're kind of hiding behind, like a profile picture and nobody knows who you are. And, for some guys, I know that works, but like I'm really hard on like the branding and the marketing, and you are you, so be you. Like there's nobody else like it. So keep pushing that hard. Give stuff away for free. Give a lot of stuff away for free. Like that's how you're gonna start collaborating with other producers and getting your name out there. So definitely those things for sure.
Cool. I appreciate you doing this, man. For real, it's been fun.
No, I enjoyed it, and next time you're on Xbox with Drake, give him some crap for me.
I will. I guarantee he'll text me today. He's like, "Hey, I'm gonna be on."
Yeah, I know.
Want to get on?
I don't have it. That's never hits me up. I don't even pay for Xbox Live right now. Yeah, do it. Give him some crap. Tell him freaking get the kit out tomorrow.
Got to start tweeting at him. Drop the kit right now.
He'll be like, "Oh my god!" Start getting all frustrated and be like, "Leave me alone." it's fine. Sometimes he needs a push.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But no, man, I really appreciate it.
Yeah. Good job. Good format. Good show.
Thank you. You too. You too.
Thanks, man. Yeah, I'm sure we'll be talking. I'll send you what I got on my end of the kit right now.
Appreciate it.
Just DM me your email unless is it in your
Mm-hmm.
or
No, I'll send it to you. I'll text it to you.
and I'll send you what I got, and then if you can get Drake to send you what he's got, he won't even send it to me. So
Don't worry. I'll get him to send it to me, and then I'll send it over to you.
I don't care at this point. I just want to hear what it sounds like.
But no, so thank you everybody for watching. All his links, SoundCloud, Twitter, Instagram. Anything else?
SoundCloud, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube,
YouTube.
podcast. Yeah, not my Facebook anymore because I changed that. I was getting too many random ads. Twitter.
But all that, all that will be in the link description below.
Okay, cool.
And we will catch y'all next episode because I don't know if we're doing this weekly, bi-weekly for the bonus. So we'll catch y'all next episode.
All right.